Smoke is a rush-down character that can easily open up blocking opponents with his high-low strings, and you might be fooled into thinking he has low damage output without spending meter, but once you learn a few tricks, he can pump out some pretty respectable numbers. For combo starters, everything is pretty straightforward. Standing 1-1 is your fastest starter, so that should be your go-to for punishing moves that recover too quickly for your slower ones. Forward 1-2 is an advancing strike that can be used to scoop a hit by taking advantage of the distance it closes against the opponent. With this string, you can confirm the hit and then press grab to get a full string that can either be cancelled into a special attack or get you a launch in the corner. 3-2, standard launcher. Slower than the previous starters though, so you won't really get to use this one unless you block a very unsafe move. Back 2-3 and forward 3-2 are your mix-up strings that hit both high and low. These mix-up starters require cameos and special tricks to really get good combos from, but we'll touch on that in a little bit. Once you've confirmed a hit with any of those strings, to end combos you have a few choices. Some moves only hit airborne opponents while others hit grounded opponents and are a tad unreliable against falling ones. Vicious Vapors can end all of your grounded strings and leaves you close to the opponent for follow-up pressure. Shadow Blade can only hit people in the air, but also gives you great pressure, and it can be enhanced for a little bit more damage and double the length of the knockdown, giving you time to get off some grimier setups on Wake Up. Smoke Bomb and Smoke Port both swap sides with your opponent, so you don't really want to use these unless you're switching places out of the corner. For air combos, you have a highly damaging string in 1-1-2 that leaves you far away from the opponent, but with enough time to dash in and get quick pressure afterwards. The 2-1-1 string though, leaves you right on top of them and the opportunity to get out your slower moves like the overhead starter while they're waking up. The 3-4-4 string is the balanced one of the three with median damage and median positioning. You can also cancel into Smoke Port to get a switch to the more advantaged side if needed. Smoke has a good number of ways to improve the damage on these combos. Of course, you have cameo cancels. Off of capture and long hit stun cameos, you can go right into either your launch combo or an extended ground combo. You have a lot of freedom of expression when you get them in the air, but here's something very consistent. Then you have enhanced Smoke Port. This lets you air combo follow up, so you can either use one of those air strings to end the combo, or you can use Smoke Port up to 2 more times, provided you have the meter for it to get out super high damage. The height at which you need to hit the enhanced Smoke Port is a bit specific, so you just have to get a feel for the different effects that the gravity scaling has and what move is best to combo into it. But once you have a good understanding of the different timings, then you have a very reliable way to spend a lot of meter to close out rounds. The most important piece of Smoke's toolkit though is his Vapor Cancel. You can cancel the Vicious Vapor's special attack by pressing back and block before it hits, eliminating the recovery frames of your strings. The moves you can combo into after depend on what starter you used before the Vapors. So standing 1-1 Vapor Cancel gives you exactly enough advantage to land standing 1 again, but nothing else really. Every other starter though pretty much gives you the time to go into any other move, even your launcher string. These can be pretty hard to get every time in the flow of the match, so I recommend you stick to using it in this string at first. The combo animation takes a while to play out, giving you time to slow down, breathe, and get your execution ready for the Vapor Cancel. So make sure you get the timing for this down because this gives you an extension into your highest damage routes at the cost of 0 special meter. And once you add in things like cameo attacks and meter, you're going to be putting out the max damage possible. And the utility of Vapor Cancel goes beyond just combos. It lets you play rock, paper, scissors with your pressure. Because if they block a string and you go into Vapors, they don't know if they should keep blocking the attack or take their turn when you cancel it. And if they don't take their turn back, you get free pressure. If they do take their turn back but you happen to not do the cancel, you'll do some damage with a knockdown. So, while it may be intimidating, getting this cancel down will greatly elevate your game plan and damage output. Smoke's Fatal Blow is pretty precise in how it hits. you're not going to have much luck landing this off of juggled opponents and combos. Remember, Smoke's easiest combo extender, the Enhanced Teleport, can only be followed up with air strings unless you get really creative with your cameo options. So those grounded combo extension cameos really help out to make the most of Fatal Blow combo opportunities. Now, one of the most reliable ways to get this off, again, it's our favorite string. You know the cancel window, hit the Fatal Blow right as you knock them back and enjoy the damage. Overall, I highly recommend combo extension cameos for Smoke. A typical strategy in MK games is to stop strings short and give up your turn if the opponent attacks quickly enough, but then use that jumpiness that you conditioned to sneak in a special move cancel that hits them when they're trying to act. Essentially the same thing that you'll be doing with your Smoke Vapor cancel. It seems like a janky strategy at first, but it works even amongst top level players. You might say, well, I'll just block, right? But you don't want to allow the opponent to build up that much momentum to the point where they can just do whatever they want. So when you do happen to block those special moves, you want to put out high damage punishment. Smoke's 1-1 starter doesn't combo into any natural extensions, and if you don't put that damage on, then you're going to give the other player too many opportunities to take that initiative and risk, with large payoffs if they do hit you, and only a slight damage punishment if you block this special attack. So with cameo combo extensions, you can go straight into your most damaging routes and entirely dissuade opponents from forcing their unsafe string mix-ups on you when they see that you can cash out a 400 damage combo when you block it, as opposed to a measly 100. These combos should serve you well. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.